Let me ask you all something. Are you ready to create a new income for yourself in 2026? If so, put a Y in the chats. Because today I'm going to simplify this for you. I really want you to see what I call the system way. How many of you want more for your life? You want to be more, you want to do more, you want to have more time freedom. You can literally see your life being better. You want to start a business or you have dreams, uh-huh, and goals and aspirations, but you just don't know where to start. Deep down, you know you want more out of your life. I mean, I could remember feeling like that. So if you feel that way, I know exactly how you feel. You just want to be able to go to more places, to travel more, to spend more time with your family. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with wanting the security of knowing that a 9 to 5 does not have control over your destiny, that you don't have to go out, look for another job, fill out another application, learn another system, learn how to register for something new, start all over again. How many of you are just like, I dread even the idea of that and I want more for my life? You just don't want to be stuck behind a cubicle. That type of feel, if that's you, put me in the chats. Because if you're ready to have new income in 2026, I'm going to simplify this for you on this call. I call this the easy button. And let me tell you why. Think about it like this. There are 30 flights of stairs, and you have to go up those 30 flights of stairs to get to the 30th floor. And that's where you have a destination to get to. You could walk those 30 flights, get tired, worn out, stressed, or you can walk over to the elevator and push a button that's going to get you to those 30 floors a lot quicker. Today, I'm showing you the elevator. I'm showing you how online businesses actually work, the system way, and why this is the easiest and smartest way to start your own online business in 2026. So, first, let's start with this. Who is this call for? Well, this call is for you if you have a busy family life and you just don't have a lot of time. Or maybe you're ready to retire and you're looking at your retirement like the number's not numbering. There's not enough for me to retire off of this. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Come on, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you're a busy professional and you're like, I'm sick and tired of the hustle. I'm sick and tired of trying to prove, of overproving myself to these industries while sitting in this cubicle. I want to see the sun sometimes. If that's you, you're definitely in the right place. This is for anyone who is ready to grow their own business beyond your current income. This call is for you. So I want y'all to pull up and park because I want you to start asking yourself, why haven't I done something sooner to change my life? And I want to start by asking you a simple question myself. And I want to get real and I want to get raw for a minute. So let's keep it 100. Is it okay if I keep it 100 with all of you? Is it okay? If so, drop a one in the chats. Okay. Okay. Have you ever felt like, I see the ones, you were juggling work, you were juggling your family life, and you still feel like you're barely getting ahead, like you're on this hamster wheel and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time in a day to learn something new. Oh my gosh, I just want it just to fall in my lap because just the idea of starting something new is crazy, right? It's like you want more income. You just don't want it at the cost of missing the more important things in life, like being with your family. In my case, being with my grandchildren. It's like those are the moments that you want. Like how have y'all felt like we're in this society where you just can't slow down no matter what you do? It feels like you're always on the go. Like you've tried all these different things and you're like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. You feel burnt out, tired of starting over and over. If you can relate to any of that, go ahead and put me in the chats. If you can relate to any of those things, go ahead. I see one me. I see a me. I want you to know there was a time in my life where I could totally relate to that. So before we go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Sonia, aka Coach Sonia. I'm a former teacher of over 22 years. I taught early childhood, kindergarten, third grade, second grade. Look, but more than that, I'm a mother of 3 adult children and the grandmother of 2 beautiful grandchildren. And time with my family is one of the most important things. Traveling to keep my sanity is also important. In the beginning, I literally was looking for something. I was grinding nonstop, trying to figure it all out, trying to figure things out after I left teaching during COVID by driving Uber and Lyft. I left the classroom when things got wild. Y'all remember that time? It was crazy, right? And I got sick, and I decided that my family and being there with my grandchildren, I wanted to see them grow up was more important than risking my life on a daily basis, which is exactly what I was doing during that time. And I decided that I wanted to step out on faith. And there was a time in my journey where I went into Walmart. Y'all, I could not afford a bag of onion rings and a Diet Coke. It was one of the most embarrassing times of my life, but it was humbling too, because I guess I realized that no matter how much you've done, if you don't have anything to really show for it, the sacrifice that you made. And I made that kind of sacrifice. How many of you have made sacrifice? You've sacrificed for others. You've wanted to help others. You've given of yourself until you feel like you don't have anything else to give. If that's you, put me in the chats. Because as a teacher, that's what it felt like. Sometimes teachers don't talk about this. But when you leave the classroom, you take it with you. You take grading papers with you. I had 165 students at times. There were times where I literally had parent-teacher conferences for my students, and I would have to schedule them early in the day because that same day I had parent-teacher conferences for my 3 children, and they were all at 3 different schools. Could you imagine that? It was crazy. It was hard. And guess what? I was spinning my wheels. I had taken on a part-time job working for a coat factory just to make sure the ends met. I didn't have public assistance. I was a single parent on a teacher's salary. I sacrificed so much, y'all. It was hard. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest. Anybody in that position or felt like you were in that position where you're sacrificing to make sure that you give back, that you want to make sure your family has the best of everything? I wanted a better life for me. I wanted a better life for my children. And I wanted to leave a true legacy, especially after my grandchildren were born, me and my mom. But guess what? Even when all that happened, something happened that changed everything. One day, while I was driving Uber, and I've never told this story, this is the first time y'all gonna hear it, in a small town in Texas that I had never been in before, because I would go across the state. I was pulled over. I didn't know the area. I didn't know what was happening. I pulled into a designated spot and a whole bunch of officers surrounded me. It actually caused me to go viral on TikTok. And they pulled their weapons on me. Me, someone who had given all their life, had given to the classroom. I had a group of Caucasian officers pointing guns at me. My life could have been gone in a moment. And I had left teaching. And I was trying to just keep everything to keep going while I was waiting on my payouts. And I was staring at legal issues. And I had no idea off of a teacher's salaries just leaving while I'm waiting on my payments to come in, how I was going to afford an attorney. And I remember sitting there thinking, I will never go back to a mediocre life where I don't even have enough money to protect myself if something goes wrong. I can't live like that again. I can't go back to having an emergency take place and one decision without enough money can cost you your whole livelihood. So I decided I was going to learn something new. I decided I was going to build something that couldn't be taken from me, because I was always taught, as somebody who has multiple degrees, that when you get your degree, can't nobody take it from you. I remember my dad told me that. But in that moment, that day with those officers, that wasn't true. They could have took it all from me. And I decided I didn't want to live like that anymore. As a teacher, living paycheck to paycheck, it wasn't going to happen. I was going to create a system that would give me back my time, my peace, and my power. And that decision changed everything. Now I've earned multiple six figures, $370,000 in a little over a year to be exact. And guess what? I did that because I decided I was going to figure out a system, and I wasn't interested in all the noise. I wasn't interested in what people were saying. I needed to know how I was going to get my time back and how I was going to leverage my time, because I was determined to figure out something that was going to protect me, my children, and my grandchildren if anything ever happened. I don't know about y'all. I was a single mom, so I didn't have anybody to rely on. I didn't have extra funds just sitting around. How many of you are out there determined to figure it out either today or in 2026? Put me in the chats, because I had a breakthrough and I had the same hope that you all had. I stopped thinking that I had to do more. I would do so much in the classroom. And I realized I just needed systems. So systems is what helped me in the classroom. I'm a single mom. I'm telling you, that's what I had to realize. Man, it's crazy. I had some of the best classrooms because I had great systems put into place. The mayor would bring out my students to eat. That's where I was able really to stumble upon the system that I'm going to teach you all about today, that has helped me to earn almost $400,000 in just over a year. And this is how I've grown a successful online business without sacrificing all of my time. Is it okay if I share that with y'all? Put okay in the chat if it is. All right, I see okay, because let me tell y'all something. I even spent time doing high ticket coaching where individuals were paying me $20,000, $5,000 to work with me for a few months or a few weeks. I had two clients, January of last year, this time paid me $10,000. I thought I had arrived. But what I realized, when you do that, that's one to one. And it means that you're spending a lot of time with one client. So I became even better with how I run my systems because I decided I don't want to give my time to one person. I tell people all the time, it's just like the power of working one to many can change your life. It can change everything for you. And that changed a lot. See, when you're working one to one, like I was in the classroom, we had different models. And what I found is that this same thing works on the outside of classrooms. It's like you teach the whole class the concept. Do I have any teachers out there? Put some tea in the chat, because then y'all let me know that y'all understand what I'm talking about. You will teach the whole class the concept. And then you would let the students work one-on-one at their desk, and you would call 4 or 5 students to a small group. Okay, so one, and then sometimes there will be that student, no matter how much you work with them, they still need it one-to-one. So the same concept works in business. Check this out. When you're working one-to-one, you're literally spinning your wheels. You're giving one person all of your energy. Even if they pay you $10,000, you still don't have your time. And that's why I learned that one to many was the way that I absolutely loved. And that's what I get to do. So it's the same concept that I used in that classroom. And I discovered that it works online too. And then I figured out that there were other multimillionaires who discovered that it worked too. And I got mentorship, which changed everything. Because with one to one, you work with that one person. With one to few, you work with 1 to 10 people. With one to many, you can literally work with 20, 30, and 40 people all at one time and teach them the same concept. That changed so much for me. I leveraged the ability to put it all in one system. Systems allow you to build a business in months, not years, because I was able to utilize online platforms to do that. And here's the deal with online platforms. You have a worldwide reach. Somebody put a reach in the chat. Put reach in the chat. That means you can reach people all over the world. There's no limit. And I made my first $100,000 in less than 6 months by focusing on one solid offer. And you can do that too. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think systems can create results like that? Do you think something like that can actually work? Yes or yes in the chats. Listen, inside of this program that I'm going to teach y'all today, Academy 6 DM 2.0, one person has already earned over $1,700 utilizing a system. Imagine making $1,700, bringing in additional money like that month to month, or even six figures over a few months. Could that change your life for the better? Listen, I brought in more in 1 month utilizing systems than I did in 6 months and even a year sometimes as teaching. Could you imagine bringing in 20K in 1 month? And it would take me a whole year to do that in some of the states I taught in. So today you're going to learn about one offer, the system we use to structure the offer, and how you can literally put in just a few hours a day creating content. Most of you are creating content anyway. You're going to use that system, and guess what? You're going to literally be able to see how a game-changing system can show you how you can earn income online, even in your sleep. Somebody put sleep in the chats. There's no simpler way to make money online. And you can build a business that works for your life instead of against your life. See, I wish I had known about these systems before I went to driving Uber and getting pulled over. One offer can turn into six figures in 2026. So let me know if that sounds like something you want to know about. Go ahead and drop a two. Yep, somebody said yes. Okay, to make more income each month, what do you think you need? I'm curious. Drop it in the comments. Do you need more encouragement? Do you need more opportunity? Do you need more hours in your day? Do you need more knowledge? Because when I ask this question, this is what I usually hear. Work more hours. Work a whole lot of more hours. You know how it works. Get some overtime. Be everywhere on social media at once. Figure it all out. Or get a second job like I did. Driving Uber, working at coat factories, raising my children. How many of you can relate to any of those? What if you didn't need to do more? What if you just needed a better system? Imagine one little shift where you stop doing the most and you start doing what works. So let me ask you this. If you were given a proven online step-by-step business playbook, do you think you'd make more money? Yes or no? Because I say yes, proven means it already works. Proven means we don't have to prove it. Most millionaires have systems. People who don't are spinning their wheels, hustling. That's the power of what I'm going to share with you today. I'm not sharing with you theory. I'm showing you how it's proven. It's a proven playbook with steps. And some of you have already gotten an Academy playbook, and that's why you're here today. It's amazing because we have a community of individuals filled with everyday people just like you who wanted to make a change in their lives. The community is fantastic, built with individuals with like minds. And I'd like to introduce you all to someone in the program who was in Academy 6.1. We're now in Academy 6 2.0. Coach Felicia, would you like to come up and tell people a little bit about your story with Academy 6 DM?
Sure. I started Academy 6 DM, I believe over a year ago, maybe 2 years now. But I have been able to grow through this program. I have been able to learn how to speak. It has definitely been a journey though, because I didn't know a lot of things. When I first got here, I had paid for a program that was over $1,200, and I was still confused about what I was supposed to do as a business owner. So being in this program gave me the information I needed to learn how to use the skills that I need as a business owner and be able to tell others about it as well. So for me, it has been an amazing program to help me with my business.
You so much for that. Thank you so much. Listen, you all, this program is built around systems, strategy, and it teaches you multiple streams of income. And multiple streams of income means that you get more opportunities. A lot of programs are not offering that or guidance. And that's one of the things that we really truly pride ourselves in with Academy 6DM. And I'd like to go ahead and bring up at this time someone in the program who's been in for a little over a month and she's doing a phenomenal job. Pam, are you there?
Hi, can you all hear me? I am Pamela Henry. I have been in Academy 6DM 2.0. As Coach said, I've been in here a little over a month, probably about 6 weeks. And I came at the suggestion of a friend, walked into the academy, and was absolutely blown away by all the things that are in the academy. But I have to say, as a business owner, an already existing business owner, I was surprised at all the transferable skills that are within the community that I have been able to use in my business and to be able to already see results in my business. I was terminated from my job in May of 2024 and had no idea what digital products was. Did not realize that, I was already being impacted by digital products, but had no idea that this world even existed, and came over here, and it has absolutely just changed my life, not just personally, but as I said, in my other business as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, and I want, if you don't mind, tell people a little bit about some of your success with Academy 6DM.
Oh, I've had multiple successes that I measure as success. Probably one of the biggest things that I measure is the fact that I was able to earn $1,700 just from selling the course in my warm market, as they call it. Also, as I told you, in my business, I was stuck at about 2K in sales per month. There is a classroom called the Offer Lab, I believe it is. And I started reading the material in there about how to deal with conflicts, internal, external, how to understand the psychology of selling and things of that sort. I took what I learned in there and went and applied it in my business. And so I doubled my sales from November to December, because remember, I told you I joined in late November, started applying those things right away. Sales doubled in December. And right now, I am on track to almost triple those sales from November to January. So that's it. I'm up to 6 streams of income. And I'm really excited about that and counting.
Inside this community, you have mothers, you have attorneys. We have attorneys, mothers, doctors, nurses, and like so many of you, they just wanted time with their family. They just wanted to spend more time with their loved ones. And the people in this program decided one thing. They decided to do what Corey Ten Boom said. They decided to never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. One thing that holds so many people back, they weren't ever taught about money. Did y'all know that money is energy and money responds to alignment? The energy you carry, the decisions you make, and the systems that you operate in determine, like, they determine whether or not you bring in the type of money I did in one year, 370 plus. I didn't know that. It was so much that was holding me back, but I had to invest in myself. That's how I attracted better opportunities, sat at better tables, learned better information. Some of you may be thinking, who am I to do something like this? I don't feel qualified to learn how to make money online. And I want you to hear this and hear me well. You have greatness in you. Les Brown said that, not me. I can remember the very first time that I questioned whether I belonged in a room. I knew I had a calling on my life. I knew that people listened when I spoke, but I didn't have that full confidence when I first went online live. If I can learn how to do this, y'all can do it too. I was just a teacher, nothing special, who got pulled over. What I didn't realize then was that the feeling of being unqualified, it doesn't disqualify you. It confirms you're stretching. It's not your fault. You were never taught to trust what God already placed inside of you. But I'm here today to affirm to trust it. Somebody put trust it in the chats. Trust it. And this isn't just something like mindset talk, it's real life. Did you know 65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? Many earning over, even they earn over 75K. And I made it up to 60K and I thought I had arrived as a teacher. But guess what? It still wasn't making ends meet. I was still out there driving. I was out there away from, instead of being with my children, I was driving or working another job. Doesn't that tell you something important? That income alone does not equal security. 78% of workers say that they are stressed out about money. Think about it. You got insurance on your house, your cell phone, your car, your pinky toe. Look, over 40% of Americans couldn't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. Think about that. And 1 in 3 workers say their job does not pay enough to keep up with the rising costs. It's crazy out here. So if you've ever felt like you were doing everything, you was working hard, being responsible, and you still feel left behind, you are not broken. You are not alone. The system that most people are in was never designed to create leverage. They weren't created to create what we call IPA, income producing assets. That means stuff that's going to make you money. And if you're ready to stop reaching financially and start building intentionally, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, I see those ones. And I need you to hear this too. In order to create something new, you do not need to be an expert. You just need one clear offer. And one clear offer always beats 5 confusing ones. An offer is just something you can give someone to help them. Here's why this is different. You're already offering it to people who are ready to buy. They already are looking for what you have. You keep one inside of this program. We have what is a program that allows you to earn off of a product that was already created for you, that you don't have to go and create, and you earn 100% of the profit. Somebody put 100. You don't share profits with me or anyone. You don't go chase friends, because guess what? We teach you attraction marketing in the program. This is the first thing you need to master, is learning how to find products that are already creating income. Step 1, master resale rights. This is the smart business model. That's what we do. Not because you're out earning based on all the hard work you're doing, but you're literally able to earn 100% of the profits and become part owner of a program that's already put together for you. And owner means you keep 100% of that. It goes to your bank account. That's a huge thing. That's what I love for Academy 6 DM 2.0 members. It's a plug and play business designed for people who have limited time, who can put in just a few hours of work just to grow a business, just to drive people to their email list, just to call people to the Legacy Lounge calls. You don't need to be a marketer. You don't need a big audience. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to create anything from scratch. You simply need to plug in a system, share it, and when people buy it, you get 100% of the profits. Now, this matters for people who are complete beginners, who are extremely busy and have busy lifestyles, because most people never start an online business because of that. They think they need tech skills, a big audience, They think they need thousands of dollars to start a business. But one of the things about leveraging a product like this is that you don't need any of that. You don't need 10 or 30 hours a day. If you learn how to plug and play, it's literally create content. You're already creating content anyway. So what if you could bring in 5 to 6 customers a month? That equals to $100,000 a year. What could that change your life? Just 5 to 6 customers a week, not month. You don't need a product. There's a product already created for you. Listen, full-time workers and busy families need flexibility, not more stress. They need a clear path to earning more money, not more stress. This program allows you to work from your phone. And guess what? All you have to do is decide. That's what you have to do. Make up in your mind that you're going to invest in you in something that is going to pay you back. Guess what? Because with a program like this, there's no inventory. It's digital. It's an online program. And guess what? No customer service headaches. It's global. You can sell it to anyone in the world and keep 100% of the profit. And here's the biggest thing: automations. This is your business on autopilot. This means you get to actually earn in your sleep. We have a plug and play system that automatically sends out the emails for you when people are interested in the product. So that means they can see a post at 3 in the morning and your system works 24/7 even while you're asleep. You can literally be making money at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And we give people free access to the playbook that builds the email list, because email equals income. And when you build an email list, you are no longer dependent on social media to make money. Automations equals passive income. Income that comes even when you're offline. Somebody say, money in my sleep. Because someone literally will enter your email to receive the playbook, and then they get a video, and the system does the follow-up. And people could do that while they're in their sleep. People can purchase at any time. And the system generates income. And here's what's even more unlike any other program out there. Academy 6DM is known as MRR Plus, which means not only do you earn 100% of the profits for reselling the program, which is $397, but you also get a $10 profit when they join the community for the admin fee. That's a total of $407. Listen, not only that, anything people do inside the program to enhance their business skills can create lifetime payouts for you. No other program is offering that, built around systems that is set on automations. How many of you would like to build something that can generate income without depending on one paycheck, one job, or one platform? Put me in the chats. Okay. And if you're thinking, I don't have a large following, I don't have special skills, pause. Because that assumption is exactly what keeps most people stuck. Now let's talk about it. And commitment. Growth requires honesty. Are you willing to show up fully for the next few months? Not get distracted, not half present, but be intentional. Because if you're willing to be intentional and post content that can actually drive people to your email list, where your automations can cause them to purchase, growth is going to happen. And speaking of growth, it challenges you. Not all aggressively, not forcefully, but if you want to change, you have to challenge yourself. Expansion asks you to release those old beliefs. Some of you right now, you're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of judgment. You're afraid that judgment from the people who don't understand online business and digital skills will make you stop. Like, oh my goodness, what if my family sees me doing? They're going to be like, you're doing one of those online things. I get it. That's not going to work in this system. We got to understand fear is no longer being afraid and stopping. Fear is face everything and what? Rise. See, I had to confront that. But Nelson Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Trying to explain new ways of earning to people anchored in old models and old mindsets, it's exhausting. So I found myself over explaining, defending, shrinking my vision until I got in a program that had individuals who had like minds. It's amazing. But when you stop doing that, you stop over explaining and you know you have a community who supports you because understanding always follows evidence. See, once the results started coming in, the noise got quiet. Then it was like, oh, you actually do earn. When I remember the first time I showed one of my family members a $7,500 day. And they were like, whoa, don't show anybody else because they'll act like they're happy for you, but they're not. I was like, what? So it's amazing. But what's amazing about being inside of a program with people who have the same thoughts as you is that we all want growth. We all want to see those wins. And that's why we share those wins inside of the program. Listen, it's not your responsibility to build anything inside of this program. It's just your responsibility to show up for you and your business. Guess what? It doesn't matter if a friend or a family member questions or doubts you. Les Brown said it best. What people think about you is none of your business. Okay? I noticed the loudest opinions often come from people who never invested in themselves. Or they do, they just don't know it. Because everybody has these big, huge $900 flat screen TVs and $300 pair of shoes and huge, expensive purses. See, I had to decide the only thing that matters to me was the voice that I had inside of my head about myself. That changed so much for me. And I get it. This may challenge how you think about money. A lot of people right now don't even realize that they've been taught negative things about being wealthy, so they're afraid to do it. What are some of the things you've heard about wealth and being wealthy? Money doesn't grow on trees. What's another one? What's another one? Money doesn't grow on trees. These are all thoughts. Money is the root of all evil. You can't create something new if you're holding on to those types of thinking. Those are limiting thoughts. So many of us were taught negative things about money. And guess what? It holds so many people back. But in this season, we're letting that go, right? Because I get it. I've been there. I've had to change my thinking. We weren't created in the spirit of fear. And this is why I had to set intention on what I wanted. You got to ask yourself quietly, what do I really want? Stability, flexibility, ownership? Do you ever want to be in a position where you get pulled over and you feel like, man, I don't have money to pay for no mess? Boy, I tell you, they say it's easy to get into something, but it's not easy to get out. Or do I want to build something that grows instead of drains me? You got to hold on to that intention. It's important to set intention and silence those distractions. Because the people who are going to benefit the most are the people who are deciding. You know, Mel Robbins said you're 1 5-second decision away from the best decision of your life. Isn't that amazing? You literally just have to decide, make up in your mind that you're not going back. And that's what I did. I can remember the first time I lost weight. My son was 10 pounds. I made a decision, y'all. I'm telling you, when you make up a decision in here, it's over. He was 10 pounds. I was 218 pounds. Biggest I've ever been in my life. Had him, he was 10 pounds, went to 208 pounds. When I went in for my 2-week checkup, I got on the scale and it was 220 pounds. I had not only got all the weight back that I lost when I had him, but 2 more pounds. And there was a lady sitting by me, next to me, waist was so small. And I said, ma'am, what did you do? And she said, I wrapped a sheet around my stomach and I left it on for 6 weeks and never took it off. Okay, well, I tried that, but it didn't work for me. But what I did say is that moment in my mind, I said, when I come back for my 4-week checkup, I'm going to be skinny just like her. I started walking that day. People will ride by. Don't you think you're moving too fast? You just had a baby. My son was 10 pounds. When I tried to wrap that sheet around my stomach, got up the next day, it felt like I had done 1,000 crunches. It just wasn't for me. But I started eating off of a saucer. And if it couldn't, and it was only baked food and greens 3 times a day. If I could not fit it on that saucer, I would not eat it. I walked an hour every day. He was born in June in Mississippi. Think about it. It was hot. I was sweating. Let me tell you this. When I went back, I had lost 65 pounds. I did what I accomplished, but not because of people. I did it because I made it up in my mind. I made a decision, just like I did with digital marketing. It's a decision. You just have to decide. Now I understand. That was now my son is 28 years, 27 years. That was a long time ago. Now, the real loss was the time I spent not trying because I wanted to be sure before or wanting other people's approval. Growth doesn't happen because there's a guarantee. It comes from your courage. And I had the courage to get out there and walk every day to lose that weight, and I did it. It was an accomplishment. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I was just a teacher, an educator, somebody who wanted a different life for themselves at the end. You all, I wasn't chasing friends or trying to impress anyone. I was just ready to learn. I was just ready to be guided. I was just ready for a change. I was just ready to finally say, I will never in my life want my children to feel like I felt that day after giving so much of myself and feeling like nothing that day. Wow, I lost 165 pounds, so I understand. Whoa, amazing. When I decided this, you all, it was as far as digital marketing, I decided to invest in myself to align with people who were already building what I want. Somebody put rooms in the chat. That's why it's important to get in the right rooms. My income followed the way my mind shifted. This path changed my life. And if you're open to it, it can change yours too. Here's the truth most people avoid. It's not like you failed at anything. This is just the stuff we've been taught. And you haven't decided. Decisions create momentum. And if you don't decide, nothing is going to change. This is why it's important for you to make up in your mind that it's time for you to get into a program right now today that is going to allow you to earn $400 a day. That can change your life. $400 a day on autopilot. Is it okay if I show you all inside of the program? Once you learn that you don't have to prove anything, everything changes. You don't need permission. You don't need to become someone else. You just need a foundation that supports where you are going. I see, sure, some of you have been strong enough for long enough. I know the feeling. You carry responsibility, uncertainty, pressure, and you're still showing up for everybody else. What are you really craving? What is it that you really want? Is it more money, relief? Ask yourself, stability? I get it. I get it. Financial time and freedom. I'm worried about what it would look like me starting over again. But staying stuck to avoid embarrassment, it cost me way more. Way more. Imagine waking up knowing that your effort compounds your skills and that your income isn't tied to a single source. Because we have over 20 ways to earn on this. I'm a sign now starting over. Yes, this moment matters because clarity creates it. Clarity, get clear, set intention. And don't ever look back and worry about what other people think. This isn't about chasing opportunities. It's about choosing a foundation, a real foundation built on systems. That's what this is about. And I want you to think about it. The type of regret you will have if you don't decide. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is assurance of things hoped for and evidence of the things not seen. The fear of regret, it can outweigh you going are never trying. This is the thing, the difference between hustle and systems. Hustle is manual work, exhaustion. Systems are predictable and scalable. If everything depends on you showing up live on a live stream, you're never going to have freedom. But when you have a system, that's how you create digital wealth. That's how you stop trading time for money. That's how ordinary people get extraordinary results. And it's systems. I want to tell y'all that. So somebody said it's okay if I show y'all inside the program. If it's okay, put a 1 in the chats. Put a 1 in the chats. Perfect. I'm going to show you all inside of the program. Oh, so I'm going to show you. Listen, what I love about the program is that you all look at this. People are already winning in this program. People are already bringing in income in this program. This is what's amazing. And look at all the support that they are getting when they have the feed, when they let people know in the program about their wins. That's why it's important to get in a program with like minds. Inside of this program, you are not only going to get this program, but you're going to learn over 26 ways to earn with this program. Look at all the ways you can earn. You're going to get the done for you automated system to get into this program that is literally plug and play. You're going to get business tools. You're going to learn how to earn multiple streams of income too. Becoming an Amazon affiliate, an Amazon influencer, and KDP. And some of you are afraid about showing your face. You could do it faceless. Because one of the things I want y'all to see right here is this is my AI twin. This is not me. And she's doing the work for me, making money, multiple streams. Right now, I have over 15 streams of income, and you can too, because we actually show you how. Amazon KDP, Mastering IG, we have a private labels vault. You literally can start reselling all of these books that are already done for you. We have done for you products that you can earn and get 100% of the profit off of right now, today. So this program isn't just about reselling the program, though it is one of the fastest ways to bring in income without doing the work. We actually help you to build a business from the comfort of your home. We even teach you, for those who have had dreams of one day having an offline business, we teach you that. We teach you how to start offline businesses as well. Inside this program, you can learn how to become a virtual assistant, a medical courier, start a laundromat business. As you see, this young lady started a laundromat business, 38 years old, and she has brought in $475,000 a year with that business. We take you through the step-by-step process and show you how to do it in here. Listen, I could take you through everything in here, but I want you to know you have over 24 streams of income already available. Actually, it's more than that if I broke it down. And you could get started right now, today. The question isn't, does the program work and do automations work? Because we know that they do. The question is, why haven't you started yet? And when will you? Make sure you get back with the person who invited you to the Legacy Lounge. And thank you all so much for joining. I'm Coach Sonia, and I can't wait to see you on the inside.